Pissed Off Pussy News, and I'm the Pissed Off Pussy. If philosophy is the conversation of mankind, certain groups never got to join it. The poor, the black, and women. Women are missing from the ancient Greek conversation, the medieval conversation, the modern conversation, and only partially represented in the postmodern conversation. On the day of Socrates' death, we know what he and his male friends think about the existence of the soul, but the mother of his child is excluded from the conversation. Women, it seems, were not intended for Plato's heaven of higher rationality, but are mere vessels for carrying children or supernatural and irrational beings which man has to find mystical value in, much as the mad were seen to be in medieval society. This is Greece, the mythological birthplace of democracy, where women and poor people had no say, no opinions worth hearing, and no access to education. It is the birthplace of academia, of the white man's mythology of intellectualism. This is the foundation on which education is built from Oxford and Cambridge to America's Ivy League. From Greek mythology with its inherent racism and sexism stems psychoanalysis, European man's mythology of what is wrong with women. Although discredited as anything but scientific, wrong and dangerous to women and children, its mythology permeates society. Yet with ideas such as women have no sexuality, yet bizarrely children are sexualized. This is a mythology that lends itself to the paedophile notion that children seek sexual relationships with adults. From controlling women's access to education and thus literacy, women were silenced with no means to communicate and no space to do so. They were contained in a power vacuum. When women finally did receive access to education, it was intended to be basic. The same basic education you can sponsor a child in a third world country to have today. Enough to prevent disease and perhaps educate others on disease prevention, but not enough for them to ask questions about governance or question authority. Yet women have gone on to achieve high levels academically, but it is still elite, and as such, although modern female philosophers may not be duchesses or princesses, they are still privileged with time and sources that the single mother working 8 hours at minimum wage only dreams of. Mary Wollstonecraft never pulled a cart full of coal for 10 hours with an iron chain between her legs. If she had, she would have been too tired to eat, never mind pick up a pen or a pencil. Poor women are still chained metaphorically to that coal cart, and they have equality. It is called the minimum wage, but it does not enrich their lives. Yet this inequality may be changing at last. In Scotland, Women for Independence united women, especially poor women at a grassroots level. And these women were listened to and encouraged to find their own solutions to problems, such as providing school uniforms for poorest in society to ensuring food banks have sanitary protection for women. In Rojava, women are fighting ISIS, fully integrated into community decision-making and policing their communities. This is essential for feminism to emerge. Until all women are given the space and resources to join in the conversation, we cannot move forward from an elite pseudo-feminism which includes the likes of Harriet Harman within its ranks who believe equality includes some women work to death for a minimum wage shut out of the decision process as long as it happens to their poor male equivalent. Feminism can only emerge within a society that creates equality for all, in access to resources, in being listened to, in being nurtured and valued. As such, many small groups that reclaims resources back from authority to the poorest in the community are leading the way for a future feminist movement to evolve and grow. Only when all the time and resources to engage can feminism discover its true voice. Today's episode of Pop News was written by Shona Graham of Women with Equal Voices. Check out more from Shona at her blog, womenwithequalvoices.wordpress.com, and find her on Twitter with @CFWaterBaby. Many thanks to Shona for guest writing today's episode from Pop News. That was today's Pissed Off Pussy News. I'm the Pissed Off Pussy. Please click like and subscribe below for more. Bye bye.